Hello everyone, my name is Larseth, and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV, and episode 38, and what is possibly the last episode of this campaign. Assuming that Malwa don't troll us and declare war on us again, but we will find that out, I guess. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to grab you. Not you. There we go. There we go. So yeah, in this episode, we're probably just going to sit back and we'll obviously we're coring these provinces now. We started towards the end of the last episode to core them. And at the moment, literally all we need to do is, I believe, core these, like fully core them, because obviously coring these doesn't really core. Wow, I guess it turns them into a territory. I'm not sure whether you have to turn them into a state. But I guess we will find out. So, Malwa and Andra are probably going to declare war on me any minute now. So what we're going to do, I'm going to sow discontent in Andra, or maybe I sabotage reputation. What's their relationship with Malwa? Yeah, it's quite high. Probably not enough to cause them any issues. I'm just going to do corrupt officials. I think it's the only fair thing to do. We need to go back to building a spy network there, though. I think at this point it won't matter if they do attack us, as long as they don't take any provinces off us before we can core the other stuff. So I'm not too concerned. Plus, we're starting to get a decent amount of manpower back, so we should be fine. Let's have a look at what. Well, actually, we'll look at what the world looks like at the end of the episode or war or whatever it turns out to be. Ming explode now. I'll be so angry. So we're gonna. Are we improving with Yarkand? We are. Let's improve with Korea some more. So now that we don't need anything else of Ming, let's slander their merchants. That give us any more money? I don't think so. Doesn't appear to have done anything. Mong Pai is going to take the longest one to actually core. So, and the other stuff we already own, so it's already part of a state, I believe. So let's just get this straight. So yeah, no, it's just I don't even need to turn him into a state. Oh, great, lose the stability. All I need to do is turn this into a core. So we will definitely get this achievement. I'm paranoid now. I want to go back. Yeah, no. Okay, so is not at war is not an actual thing I have to abide by. So let's get years of separatism minus 10%. Minus 10, sorry. That'll help with these bloody maintain. The bloody Pasai rebels, which we've been getting for bloody ages. Like, pretty much ever since we took over them, they've been uprising constantly. This will probably be a pretty short episode, I imagine. Well, actually, no, it won't. Because I'll, once we've got the achievement, we will have a look a bit around the world, see what it looks like. Can I mess with Andra some more? Okay, not long until I can mess with Andra. I want to sow discontent in Andra. Not far off. Let's corrupt officials in Malwa. Accepted culture threshold. That should be good. Will we get any accepted cultures out of it, though? Vietnamese. Good. Where is Vietnamese? Where are cultures? They are under geographic. Political. There we go. Vietnamese. Oh, Vietnamese is just a small strip here. So northern northern modern day Vietnam. Hey, we just got it. There we go. I don't know if you can see, I can't remember if you can see Steam overlay pop-ups in recordings. But, where is it? Where is it? I want to find it. No, it's there. There it is. The white elephant. Done. It's all done. Finished. Hurrah. Just to check my Steam overlay. It's done. It's done. White elephant is done. Oh my god. I'm so happy. Although, just because I'm spiteful, I am going to sow discontent in Andra. Yeah, have some of that. Right. So let's have a look at how the world looks. So our neck of the woods. So Jampur actually managed to make somewhat of a comeback because Mongyang obviously had all of this area. Malwa started beating on Mongyang just like I did. And Jampur have managed to keep hold somehow of all these tiny little areas. God knows how. And Utsang have also popped out. Bengal, amazingly, have also expanded somewhat, which is pretty cool. Yarkand have done quite well. I think they must have expanded out here and then have been stopped by Muscovy, pretty much, is what it looks like. Cochin, I'm amazed they've hung on as long as they have, probably just because of independence guaranteed by Ming, which is a bit strange if you think about it, given that they're allied with Yarkand and Yarkand are rivaled with Ming. But there you go. Korea, I'm pretty sure they owned a few more. I'm pretty sure they owned some of this here. I'm pretty sure they did, but they must have lost it at some point. Japan has pretty much not changed in about 200 years. Presumably because Hosokawa are more or less the same size as the daimyo, like in terms of army. So they probably couldn't take over. They probably couldn't beat one another. Portugal, got all of Australia. This is, yeah, as you'd expect it this late in the game. Just a mess of colonizers. India, obviously, is all Malwa and Andhra for the most part, apart from northern India. Ottomans, blobbing out quite well. They have done especially well. They've almost connected themselves up around, well, the Crimean Peninsula they're now heading towards. Scandinavia has been formed, so that'll be from Denmark, presumably, who owned all of this and all of this, and they took all of over Sweden, who were up here. And now they're also attacking Muscovy and losing quite heavily. And Muscovy were the attacker, which means it's probably going to be pretty bad news for them in the peace deal. Europe, Great Britain, not too surprising that that's formed. France, looks like they were actually doing quite well until they must have had rebel problems or something. Because they've lost land to Hainault, they've lost land to Lorraine, Milan. I mean, some of these might be rebels, I don't know. I mean, these two are certainly rebels, because they did hold all of this at one point, I'm fairly certain. Milan are doing really well, actually. They've got Corsica, Sardinia, Sicily. Venice were a lot bigger. I seem to remember Venice had most of this, but they've got their heads kicked in. Bavaria, I'm a mate. I've just noticed, I'm not sure if it's obvious to anyone else, who is missing from this pretty picture here, and that's Austria, which I haven't realised must have been gone for a long, long time. Because obviously, Bohemia has blobbed, Bavaria have taken some of Austria's land, Venice have taken some of their land, Prussia, obviously, Brandenburg, wow, whoever formed it, formed Prussia, have done quite well for themselves. Netherlands are about, normal size they start off as. Tunis, doing quite well. Portugal set up trade companies. in North Africa, which is, again, not surprising. Most of Central and Southern Africa is, again, not terribly surprising. Lots of colonizers vying for the top spots. Right, so... Oh, wow. God, the colonizers really have gone nuts over here. Are there actually any surviving... There is one surviving native tribe, if that's what you want to call them now. They're westernized, so not really a tribe anymore, I guess. But Alaska, California, Louisiana, New Castile, 13 colonies, Newfoundland. So Great Britain had a pretty good game. All of the colonizers actually did really well. Like, even France. Like, France, I tend to find, normally goes either nuts in Europe and leaves conquest, or does conquest and sort of stays relatively static in Europe. They've done both in this case, which is pretty amazing. They own most of South America. Netherlands have got a smattering of places as well. And that is about it, to be honest. I'm just amazed it turned around so well. I mean, it's only about 5-6 episodes ago, I was convinced that I wasn't going to be able to do it. And we did it, actually, with, what's that, 19 years to spare? So let's go and have a look through some of the tabs and have a final look up at some of this. Treasury, Venice, Japan, Ottomans, Timurids. I mean, we're not near the top. Didn't expect to be. Quite surprised Japan's up there, but that's probably because they just haven't bothered spending any money on anything. Because they ran out of things to spend money on, I'm guessing. Development, Ottomans, Ming, France. We're actually 4th. It's pretty cool. Max manpower. Actually, no, we'll go on to the military tab. Look at... Actually, no, that's current manpower, isn't it? So, no, we do want to go on to the country tab. Max manpower, we're 4th as well, which is pretty good. I mean, Ottomans, you know, we're stood up alongside Prussia and France. That's not too bad, given how much land we've got. So I'm quite happy with that. What else do we want to do? Religions. Catholic, Sunni, Protestant, Reformed. Who's the worst one? Inti. Actually, quite a lot of them got 0. Sikh is the last province. It's the rarest religion in the world. It is not the religion of any country in the world, yet there are still 2 provinces which still follow the Sikh religion. What else are we looking at? Nations technologies. Knights are... I mean, we're not going to be up here. I don't suspect. Ming... Oh no, Ming are near the bottom, actually. on Diplotech. Oyo? How are Oyo doing so good? The hell? They're way ahead of me. They must have westernized early. Right, let's go back to the ledger. Best leader in the world. Russian general, unsurprising. Where are we? We're probably like miles away somewhere. Yeah, no, I'm not terribly surprised it's a Prussian general, to be honest. They're like super soldiers. Whoops. What are we doing now? Let's look at the armies tab. Total armies is not surprising. It's going to be the Ottomans or France, and then it's us. I'm really happy where we came in that ranking. You know, we beat out a lot of Western countries. Ottomans just had far too much land to, you know, not have that much. Ottomans would be a really good... Ottomans, or I think Russia, or the Russian countries, would be a really good nation to go for to try and get the achievement for having over 1 million manpower. I mean... Ottomans, I think their max manpower is, what? 300,000, was it? Something like that? I'm sure they could have easily got more than that. Like, if they developed all their provinces. Total troops, much the same as, you know, max manpower, really. Goes without saying, you know, you're going to have, if you have more manpower, you're going to be able to field more troops, or vice versa. You field more troops, you're going to have more manpower to support those troops. Force limit, again, pretty much unchanged. We're third, we're ahead of Prussia, which is good. Who's using the most mercenaries? Scandinavian Ming. Ming to survive, Scandinavia to kick Muscovy's head in. Malwa have got quite a few, actually. And Malwa at war. They're not. They've looks like they've just got out of a war with Ottomans. Might be why they didn't attack me straight away. What else are we going to look at? Let's look at navies. Who's got the biggest navy? I mean, we're up there, but ours doesn't really count because it's literally all light ships. Sorry. Great Britain, France, Ottomans, not terribly surprising. Scandinavia, again, not surprising. Andhra is quite surprising, I guess, given they don't actually have that much land if you look at it. Although I suppose it is a collection of very small provinces, so actually they probably do have quite a lot of land. Right. Let's have a look. What else can we look at? Let's do trade, economy. Who's got the highest income? Ottomans, 246. We're down there with 143. I mean, we're only making 3 ducats a month. Is not that great. Nobody is making any money from condottieri. Which is surprising, given, you know, Mare Nostrum, that was one of the main features, but there we go. Anyone got loans? I think those are just our loans, actually, so ignore that. No, not that. Is there anything else we can look at? No coalitions. What current wars are going on? Nothing big, apart from the Muscovite reconquest of Vyatka, which they are losing quite decisively. I think I've just about scraped the bottom of the barrel of the sort of things we can actually look at. Let's look at, lastly, probably the score comparison. So we came 7th, which is pretty good. Ottomans are just miles ahead. Absolutely miles ahead. Portugal seem to be rising quite fast, though. They're gaining more points than we are this month. They're actually gaining more than pretty much everyone apart from France and the Ottomans. So actually, Portugal would have climbed quite high. I presume that's because of their expanses in Central Africa. Oh, actually, I guess that's West Africa. Sorry. West Central Africa. But yeah, I think I will probably end up calling the episode here because I can't think of anything else to bore you with. So thank you very much for watching if you've got this far. It's been great fun actually playing, you know, a slightly different country, a bit out of the way. I've done the achievement as Malacca, where, like, a long time ago, where you form... What is it? Now, you start as Malacca and you have to form one of the countries here. I think it's not Malaya? No, I can't remember who it is. But you have to form a country here, and I think the achievement's called The Spice Must Flow. I've done that, but that was a really long time ago, and obviously it's not recorded. So yeah, it was a good fun achievement. Had its certainly had its ups and downs. I was quite amazed actually the change of fortune right at the end when Muscovy declared war on Ming, which pretty much sealed the achievement for us, which was really good. But yes, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in whatever else I decide to do next. Thank you very much.